Good morning, boys and girls. Today I am bringing you to this extremely sophisticated, highly and technologically advanced computer lab. And you might be wondering what exactly is this place that I am going to be here for. So I'm here to tell you some very vital facts about this one miracle. This one miracle that has changed the world over the last 2 decades. Good morning everyone once again and welcome to today's vlog. And I'm going to concentrate today on why exactly we have focused on the introduction of this particular miracle gadget. Not only in towns, they have already been there in the large cities, but we are eventually taking them down to the villages and even the remotest of areas to be in sync with the development program that the government has been deciding over the last year, approximately 3 decades, as you can see. So let's go and check out why exactly and what exactly is the reason. Why? What are the advantages that these computers bear, especially for those remote areas where you can see which could possibly be difficult. They could be inaccessible via roads or railway network. They could be inaccessible by means of the basic amenities. Maybe sometimes we have places where we don't have water supply. I'm sorry to say that. And of course, electricity also is either not at all available or is very irregular. Very irregular. Despite these obstacles that the people are facing, one thing that has been accepted, is being accepted and is bound to be accepted and become a part of life are these computers. So welcome to the world of computers. अब हम computers के बारे में एक मिनट. In this series that I'm going to introduce to you, I'm going to bring to light certain aspects related to the rural areas, which is very near to my heart. So much of development programs taking place, so much of schemes being introduced, so much of long and tall and short talks being made about. Has digitalization actually affected the rural areas? And to what extent? And what is the outcome? And who are the ones who are benefited out of it? If these are the things that we dwell upon, we should possibly be able to reach out to the basic destination of our reaching that target of making these millions and millions of rural population upgrade themselves with technological advancement. This screen that we have, it is actually a window. I don't know why Bill Gates and he opened windows. That has still been baffling me. But not only did he open windows, he opened a gateway to a world of opportunities. A plethora of activities that have emerged out of this miracle gadget. The sole objective of introducing digitalization in the villages is to empower these masses and reduce that digital divide between the big towns and the small towns. If these villagers are to introduce scientific inputs in their agricultural farm, These technological upgradations, wherein computer obviously plays a major role, can go a long way in giving them the right information at the right time, in the right way. And not only do they make them aware of what exactly is the need for these inputs, but they also make them aware of where exactly they can find a potential market for their produce. Several NGOs, academic institutes, and other many voluntary organizations have contributed to passing this, communicating this information to our rural brethren by conducting workshops, by reaching out to them, by making loans and funds available, by giving them the desired information regarding their produce, by making them understand the importance of commercial farming, which made many states today uh, uh, they fail to come up to the expectation, mainly because farming till date for many of them still continues to be a source of sustenance rather than a source of income, a source of employment, a source of productivity. So, what we need to see is that digitalization is the direst need of the hour today, and it needs to reach out to the grassroots levels. This effective means of communication can empower our farmers to take a well-designed decisions regarding their farm produce, and also find a solution to any problem that they actually come across, either man-made or natural. There is also a constant need to keep upgrading these technologies so that the communication between the rural and the urban areas, between the agrarian setup and the industrial setup, between production and marketing, can be more effective and fruitful. But above all, there is a need to create an attitude and an aptitude to adopt this important means of communication. The masses need to be educated, they need to be made aware, and they themselves need to be alive to the advantages that they are likely to reap out of these efforts. Not only should it be considered as a part of development that everybody is developing, let me also do it, but it should be considered that this is the thing that is going to actually put me up. This is the thing that is actually going to ultimately be, you like it, you hate it, you accept it, you reject it, but it is there to stay. And our farmers, our rural folks need to understand this. Of course, we academicians play a major role in letting this information seep down to the lowest ladder so that the real meaning of development can be attained. Let our farmers realize and wake up to, rise to the occasion that the new India is creating for itself a new horizon that beckons us. It's time we got back to our villages. It's time we bridged that divide. It's time that those roadside stands were painted again. And it's time that rural India actually came up to Gandhi's dream of India being the land of villages. Metaphorically explained, the line has so much of meaning. I really appreciate that vision of Gandhi. India is a land of villages, and we need to be very, very proud of it. Let's use this means of communication, let's use this means of technology to, as I said, to cement that gap, to bridge that gap, to narrow down that gap. I and you together need to work for it. It pains your heart 1,000 devil when you see, dilapidated huts, when you see roads in tattered conditions, when you see basic amenities missing from these villages. Let's all rise up. Let's all join hands. Let's all come together. Let's all communicate. Let's all grow. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.